rabbis of yesteryear. Friends, we are on the 23rd of Tevet. Naturally, we call that Chav Gimel Tevet. Marks the Hilula of a really great Tunisian rabbi, passed away around 50 years ago here from the time of recording approximately. His name was Rabbi Eliyahu Havati Damari, Zechet Tzadik Libracha, one of the great rabbis of Tunisia during the 1900s in of itself, respectively. He actually came from great rabbinic heritage. His father's name was Rav Faraji, a very, very great rabbi. He himself happened to be the author of the Torah colossal book called the Rosh. But now, very, very greatly enough, his brother was Rabbi Shlomo Bar, and his grandfather, I believe, on the side of his father was Rabbi Eliyahu Chai, who happened to be another great Tunisian rabbi. And he happened to be the illustrious student of a great rabbi, Rabbi Chaim Chori, another great rabbi we spoke about in a private, separate video only about 6 months ago, approximately from the time of recording. So it's actually interesting. He came from the Damari family, very famous Tunisian family in of itself, rabbinic dynasty. And I believe he was born naturally in Tunisia over there. A very, very prominent position in of itself. As we stated before, he became a famous Talmid of Rabbi Chaim Chori. He would go on to serve, let's just say, as a head rabbi of the Alhamaam Jewish community in of itself, which had, like, let's just say in of itself, a prominent Kehillah, the Alxaamah one. In of itself, there was a very, very strong nucleus of a Jewish community over there. So he would serve there as a chief rabbi, and he would be also naturally the head of the community over there. It's actually interesting. He was very close with another rabbi and worked very closely with another rabbi over the name Rabbi Havati Sorsi, who happened to be another great rabbi I believe we spoke about on a previous video also, which remember we've spoken about many great Tunisian rabbis yesterday. Rabbi Havati Sorsi happened to be, let's just say, also have a huge point and huge hold on this Kehillah in of itself for many years, I think in the tens of years in of itself. Now it's actually interesting, he would write 3 Torah colossal works in of itself. The first one was, let's say, the Perach HaLevanon, which was, let's say, teachings, Chidushim, on the Agudat Jerba. I think this was from Tafshin Zayin, if I'm not mistaken. It was published, if I'm not mistaken. Then there was Yosef Chai, which was on the famous Tzaddik, Rabbi Yosef Al-Marabi of Jerba. In of itself, this was in Tafshin Hey, and then the Parcha, a Geffen, Petach HaSmadar, Drushim V'Chidushim, was various different sermons and teachings on the Parshiot, the Torah portions in itself from the 5 books of Moses. I believe this was printed in Jerusalem in the year Tafshin Chav Chet, and I think there was other great works, which was, for example, a Sheilot and Shuvah, a question and answers book of Vayan Eliyahu, and the Kol Eliyahu, which was based on the Shas in of itself, the encompassment of the Talmud Bavli, and the Vayaroch Eliyahu also, which is interesting enough. Many of the great rabbis of Jerba especially would give their haskamot, their approval within regards to his books, especially the Perach Lebanon. I think it was actually written V'ata kam beno acharav ben amle makom avi yedidenu kamara Rab Chavita Damari v'kaneh lichvod mar aviv. The greatness, let's just say, a preface, approval within regards to the books, especially Rabbi Chaim Chori would actually write inside I believe inside Haktama of Perach Lebanon, that great book, Miyom Tet Zayin Chodesh Kislev Shnat Tafshin Zayin Ben Bnei Aliyah Ela Yitnoses L'Tiferet Shemo Shel Talmidei V'Yedidi, and it will quote his name also, and really give the highest, let's just say, presentation with regards to the greatness of his books, the greatness of his Torah stature in himself. So you've got really great appraisals from especially Rabbi Chaim Huri, which testified what a great rabbi was and what a great family he came from in of itself. Now he would later on, Rabbi Eliyahu would actually make Aliyah, and he would move to Be'er Sheva city in Israel, and he would maybe make it work as a rabbi inside this specific area in of itself, and really take, like, say, a hold on the area. Remember, that was a point in time where, let's just say, many of the great Tunisian rabbis would actually, Tunisian community would actually move, especially many of them would come to Be'er Sheva, and I think that was the place of Rabbi Chaim Huri, Zechet Tzedek Libracha, if I'm not mistaken. Now, he actually, it's actually interesting, I think he passed away on Chav Gimel Tevet. This was around the year 1974, if I'm not mistaken, and many great memorials were actually put in his place after he passed away. He was the author of many books, including 3 books, Yosef Chai, Perach Lebanon, Percha HaGefen, or Petach HaSmadar. Also, and he was, he passed away in Beersheba. Obviously, naturally, he would be buried in Israel at the end. And please, we are community here, friends. We are learning about the great rabbis of yesteryear. We've covered maybe about 70, 80 Tunisian great rabbanim of yesteryear, more than 600 great rabbi profiles given. If you happen to be related to any of these great chachamim, please send me an email. I would love to hear more. We are a community here. We're learning about the great rabbis of yesteryear. If you feel anyone be interested in listening to the videos, share the videos to other people and subscribe to the channel. Wishing you blessings from Israel. Rabbi Eliyahu, Havati, Damari, Chav Gimel Tevet over here. Mark Sikhilu, the great rabbi, he passed away approximately 50 years ago from time of recording here.